It is cold and rainy today. It's the view outside our window. But hey, I'm cool with it. We don't get very much rain in Arizona, so every now and then it's nice. Which, by the way, me saying, oh, it's rainy and cold, this is probably not even close to what some of you are experiencing in your winter time. So feel free to tell me I'm a huge baby. Today also happens to be the Super Bowl. I'm going over to my dad's house and we're gonna eat together, and then I'm gonna go to the grocery store with him because some of you might know from my little life update video that my dad found out he's diabetic. So he wants me to go with him to the grocery store to help him read the labels because his eyes, he needs to get those examined and he needs me to read all the specific things that are in food. I already bought him some groceries, so I'm gonna bring him some groceries to his house, just some things that I looked up and apparently are pretty good for if you're diabetic, so strawberries and things like that. So I'm gonna bring those to his house, and then after we're all done with the food stuff, then we're gonna watch the Super Bowl, and we are gonna hate watch it because we hate the Patriots. We are so tired of them being in the Super Bowl. Moving on now to some book stuff. I recently started the manga series Vinland Saga. This is about Vikings, and my husband consistently tells me that it's amazing and that I'm gonna love it. And I'm this far into it, and I am really liking it already. The opening is very action-packed, and I really like the artwork. But then it kind of goes into a flashback sequence, which seems to be pretty common in mangas. I don't know if it's because it's visual, it's just easier to do flashbacks, but the flashback was kind of sad, and you can get hints of how the flashback is going to tie into present day, but I haven't got to that point yet. But I'm definitely really intrigued, and like I said, the artwork is stunning. I don't know how much more I'll get to read today, but I am going to try to start Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb because I am buddy reading this book with the World Hoppers group, and we're probably going to do some kind of book review, book chat type video over on the World Hoppers channel, probably likely sometime in March, so that way we've had all of February to read it. For those of you who are reading it alongside us, you have the chance to read it, and then we can all come together and hopefully fanboy and fangirl over it. So I'm getting ready to go over to my dad's. I thought I'd do, because people apparently like grocery haul type stuff, I thought I'd show you some, that came off really vibey. If you like grocery hauls, that's cool. I feel like a loser being like, look, food, that's not something you can eat. But anyway, these are some of the things that I bought to help out my dad that I looked up, and it's pretty good for you. Hummus I saw is pretty good for people who are diabetic. And I also saw that garlic is good, so I got him some garlic to cook with, and then I also got him Garlic Lovers hummus. And I don't know if you guys like these. I think that they're great with hummus. They're these little cassava root chips. And so I thought he could try the hummus with these. That's how I like to eat them. I think it's super yummy. I also got him some oatmeal because he likes oatmeal pretty well, and I got the original flavor, and I thought if he wanted to add just a little bit of crunch, a little bit of sugar, then he could go with this. It's a lot better than sometimes stuff, you know, it's marketed as being healthy and then it's not healthy at all. So I figured mixing a little bit of this, because I looked up that cinnamon's pretty good, flaxseed's pretty good, so I thought he could mix that in for a little bit of flavor. And then I just got him like a green bell pepper to cook with also, and then strawberries, which apparently these are like the most expensive strawberries ever. I paid way too much money for them, but hey, that's okay because they're good for him. Anyway, I got my bag all packed up and I'm headed over there. Bye, Luna Bear. Be a good girl for Daddy, okay? Okay. Oh, what a good sit. What a good sit. That's a girl. Will you shake? Shake. Oh, good shake. Good girl. Bye, baby girl. Oh, shake. Bye, pretty girl. Bye. So Leo and Luna got to meet each other. For those of you that don't know, Leo is my mom's bull mastiff, and we got him when he was a puppy, and I used to live at home when I went to school when I was in college, and so I raised Leo with my mom. He is the sweetest dog in the world, and the footage of him and Luna meeting is precious. Are you ready to meet Leo? Yeah? Leo's the sweetest big doggy ever. So I started reading Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, and the first couple chapters were very sad. I've always loved dogs, but now that I have my own little puppy, and something happens to a puppy in the beginning, it was very tragic. It was very tragic. I think I'm about 75, 80 pages in so far, and a lot of you did mention that it's very, very character driven and that it's a bit of a slow start, and I would agree with that. It is a bit of a slow start, but I think it's because I wasn't expecting the main character to start off as a child, and I know that is a sort of plot line that is common in fantasy. Name of the Wind does it, Bloodsong does it, but it's not one that I love. So I'm currently kind of waiting until they get a little older and things start to pick up. There's definitely hints of a lot of potential threats that I can see coming into the picture later, but as of right now, I don't know that I can comment on it too much. Since I'm doing that book as a buddy read though, it's gonna be a little bit before I finish it. I haven't read any more of Vinland Saga yet either because I started another book. I started Lady Smoke by Laura Sebastian. This was one that I completely spaced and forgot to put on my TBR for this month, but it is the sequel to Ash Princess, which was one of my favorite young adult reads from last year, and the sequel just came out, so I picked it up, and I'm already, I think, I'm past 150 pages. It's very entertaining, and the world is opening up a lot more, which I'm really enjoying. It's definitely complementing Robin Hobb really nicely, because that book is a bit of a, it's so gradually moving, and this one is quite fast-paced, so reading the two of them back to back is very nice, going from one to the other and back again. I'm finding that really helpful. With Vinland Saga, what I will say is you should all check out the trailer for the anime, because the anime is going to be coming out. It is going to be in Japanese, but the person, the voice actor, whoever it was, even though I don't understand Japanese, it looked awesome. It looked so cool. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have had a great week. I hope you enjoyed seeing little Luna Bear. She's sitting right by me. That's why I'm doing this. I hope you enjoyed seeing little Luna Bear meet Leo. I thought it was adorable. But anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Bye.